Today we'll deal with Module 2. Module 2 is Divide and Conquer. First of all, we'll see what is divide and conquer and what is a general method of divide and conquer technique. The definition of divide and conquer is: divide and conquer is a method of top-down technique for designing algorithms which consist of dividing the problem into smaller sub-problems, hoping that the solution of the sub-problem are easier to find. The solutions of the smaller sub-problems are then combined to get a solution for the original problem. For example, there is a problem P of size n. This problem is large. So for solving this it takes time. So what we'll do, we'll divide this problem into sub-problems. Name it as P1, P2, P3, so on, Pk. Next, the smaller sub-problems are solved individually. So we call this as solution 1, solution 2, solution 3, so on, solution K. After this, we'll combine all these solutions and we call it as S. This will be the solution for main problem, that is P. Next, we'll see what is the general method of divide and conquer. The general method of divide and conquer requires 3 steps. First one is divide. What is this divide? As I told you, the problem is divided into number of sub-problems. This we call it as divide. Second step is conquer. What is this conquer? If the sub-problems are smaller in size, the problem can be solved using straightforward method. If the sub-problem are larger in size, they are divided into number of sub-problems of the same type and size. Each of the sub-problem is solved recursively. This is called as conquer. Means if the sub-problem is also having different sub-problems, what we'll do, we'll do this again, we'll do a sub and we'll solve this individually. That is called as conquer. Third step, we call it as combine. The solutions of the sub-problem are combined to get the solution for the larger problems. So the 3 steps involved in divide and conquer is: one is divide, second one is conquer, and third one is combine. This will represent in the form of a figure. The figure is like this. We have a problem of size n. This problem of size n is divided into, as I told you earlier, is divided into sub-problem A of size, here it is n, so as it is a sub-problem, we'll make it as n by 2. Again, this is sub-problem B of size n by 2. Again, this can also be divided, or you can find the solution for this. So we'll find the solution. So solution to the sub-problem A. This is again solution to the sub-problem B. So next, what is the next step? Divide is over, conquer is over. Next we are doing it combine. So this is the solution to original problem. So this is a problem of size n that is divided into sub-problem of size n by 2. We are finding solution for this sub-problem and we are combining and finding the solution for the original problem. Next we'll see the algorithm, standard algorithm for divide and conquer. This generally will write this as divide and conquer for the problem P. First step, step 1. What is the first step if we are doing? If small means if the problem is small, then return the solution for the problem. S of P is the solution of the problem. This is small of P means if the problem is small. Step 2, divide P, that is the problem, into smaller instances, say P1, P2, so on, Pk, where at least there should be one problem, so that K should be always greater than or equals to 1. Step 3, apply divide and conquer to each of the sub-problems, that is divide and conquer of P1, comma, divide and conquer of P2, so on, divide and conquer of Pn. Next, step 4, return by combining all this problem, that is divide and conquer of P1, comma, divide and conquer of P2, so on, divide and conquer of Pn. So this is the general, or we call it as the, if they ask you what is the control abstraction of divide and conquer, mention some of the problems that can be solved using divide and conquer. So these are some of the questions. So if they ask you the algorithm, there are 4 main steps. The first step is to divide the smaller problem and then you have to return the solution for that problem. Second step is divide the problem into smaller instances, say P1, P2, Pk, where always this K should be always greater than or equals to 1. Step 3, apply divide and conquer to each of the sub-problems, that is divide and conquer of P1, P2, P3, so on. Step 4, return means you have to, after combining all this solutions, you have to combine those things. That is the step 4. Next we will see the, means what are the problems that can be solved using divide and conquer. There are many approach or various problems that can be solved. First one is very known searching techniques, that is binary search. Next is sorting techniques, that is merge sort. Third one is quick sort. Fourth one is finding maximum and minimum of n numbers. Fifth one is matrix multiplication using Stressen's algorithm. So these are some of the techniques or problems that has to be solved using divide and conquer. So in the next class we will see one by one what is binary search, what is merge sort, what is quick sort, how to find maximum and minimum, and what is matrix multiplication using Stressen's algorithm. All this will also solve and also will find the time complexity for each of the problems. Thank you.